I got to sit down with Ashley Sims and Terry Morrow, two local hospice workers who are hoping that people can one day see hospice as not a negative experience. I asked each of them what being a hospice worker meant to them, and they both agreed it was a very rewarding experience.
You know, being there with these patients and with their families during what is, definitely the worst time of their life.
And while the main focus of any hospice worker is the patient, hospice care goes way beyond that.
It's definitely not just about the patient. I mean, in a lot of our cases, our patients don't know us, recognize us. Times they're even unresponsive. Our main focus is obviously the patient and their comfort, but it's also support care for the family.
In 2022, this hospice alone reported over 165 deaths. And I asked, how do they get up every day and find the win in a situation with patients that have terminal illnesses?
Sometimes it is very hard, and we all cry. Mm-hmm. We're all human.
With the amount of care patients and their families receive, how do people afford hospice care?
None of our patients receive a bill, no matter what type of insurance you have. We cover everything.
And when the end of life does come for a patient, what does the hospice do then?
A lot of times our patients, they have a lot of tubes, or they have, Foley catheters. Mm-hmm. So we come in, we take all that out. They get a bath. Dignity.
Definitely.
Respect.
Definitely dignity, because for the family, you don't want that to be the version that they have with their loved one in their head.
When it was my turn to do Frontline responders, I knew I wanted to highlight hospice workers. And I remember wondering if I'd be able to speak with someone who had been on the receiving end of hospice care when it hit me. I am that person. Had it not been for hospice, my family would not have been able to provide the high level of care my friend Ken, the Ken Man Stokes, received in his last days. Hospice made it possible for Ken to die in comfort and surrounded by love. They gave him a passing that he was, in some part, able to do on his own terms. And now that he is gone, they're providing my family with the comfort and tools to grieve his death in a healthy and supportive way. So many people have the misconception that hospice is about death, when in reality, hospice care is about life. In Meridian, Kara Shirley, WTOK News 11.